Hi, in this short video you'll learn what is ioBroker and how to get started and install it on a Raspberry Pi. ioBroker is a free and open source IoT platform which provides you the ability to manage a fleet of devices as one intelligent, robust project. ioBroker provides several graphical user interfaces with the flexibility to configure them. The whole system, including the front end and the back end, are written in JavaScript thanks to Node.js. ioBroker runs on Microsoft Windows, macOS, and various GNU Linux distributions. It is a perfect fit for single-board computers, and the most common setup is to run it on Raspberry Pi. As of today, ioBroker is compatible with over 300 connected devices and services through the so-called adapters. As an open source project, ioBroker source code is available in various repositories in GitHub. The core project is available under the MIT license, which is very permissive. ioBroker isn't a new project. It has been started in 2014 and the core developers are living in Germany. ioBroker is super popular in Germany. The majority of the users and the community behind the project are living there. Because of this, the majority of the discussion in the public forum are in German, and there are numerous tutorials in German, however not so many in English. There are several ways how to install ioBroker on a Raspberry Pi. The recommended way is to follow the generic steps for any Debian-based distributions. A backup plan is to download a precompiled binary image. I'm going to install it on Raspbian, which is the official distribution provided by the Raspberry Pi Foundation. It is based on Debian. 4 steps are required to complete the installation in about half an hour. The first step is to flash Raspbian on a microSD card. There are different ways how to flash Raspbian on a microSD card. As of today, my preferred way, which I recommend you, is to use Raspberry Pi Imager. This is a free and open source software tool that works on Microsoft Windows, macOS, and GNU Linux distributions. In a previous video, I explained in details how to use it. Please have a look in the description to find it. Select a reliable, fast microSD card with at least 16 GB of free space. In this particular case, I'm flashing Raspbian with graphical user environment because this will simplify the next steps for the video. However, for advanced users, it's recommended to go with a light version that has no graphical user interface. Raspberry Pi Imager will wipe out all the previously existing data on the microSD card and flash Raspbian on it. When it is ready, eject the microSD card and plug it in your Raspberry Pi. Raspbian is a 30-bit operating system, which means that it runs on any model and version of Raspberry Pi. For this video, I'm using Raspberry Pi 4 Model B. I'm going to connect it to the internet via an Ethernet cable. For the initial setup, I'll also use a keyboard, a mouse, and an HDMI monitor. Once the setup of ioBroker is completed, I can remove all these peripheral devices. Turn on the Raspberry Pi by plugging an appropriate power supply. When Raspbian boots for the very first time, you see a welcome screen. Please follow the on-screen instructions to complete the setup of Raspbian. After that, it is time to install Node.js and ioBroker. Open a terminal and execute these 3 commands. They are available on the downloads page of ioBroker. The first 2 lines install Node.js, which is required in order to run ioBroker because it is written in JavaScript. Wait until this installation process finishes, and after that, notice the URL which you should open in your web browser to access ioBroker. You can access the URL of ioBroker in any computer in the same local area as your Raspberry Pi. I'm switching to my laptop and I'm opening the landing page of ioBroker. Immediately after the installation, ioBroker will ask you to follow a few steps to complete its setup. You need to confirm that you agree with the license terms of ioBroker. After that, you have to configure the system language, the preferred units for temperature, currency, date format, and so on, as well as to input your address for better location and providing services such as weather. One of the things that I enjoy in ioBroker is that the initial setup also includes the step for automatic discovery of the existing Internet of Things in your house. As you can see, I have a lot of devices around. After scanning various protocols, ioBroker detects the existing devices and automatically installs appropriate ioBroker adapters to use these devices. For each detected devices, the automatic discovery will create an instance and an object. The automatic discovery and installation of adapters might take a while if you have a lot of devices around. Well, that's it. ioBroker has been successfully installed. Now ioBroker provides you multiple opportunities for additional configurations of the detected devices, creating automations and custom graphical user interfaces. One more thing. By default, the Raspbian desktop image comes with the disabled serial and SSH communication. I highly recommend you to open a terminal on your Raspberry Pi and to type in sudo raspi config. After that, from the interfacing options, to enable both SSH, which will allow you to access the Raspberry Pi from your personal computer remotely, as well as serial communication, which will allow you to access the Raspberry Pi with a USB to UART cable. This is convenient for future debugging of ioBroker and updates of Raspbian. I hope this video was useful to get started and install ioBroker. In future, I plan to release more videos showing some other features of ioBroker. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned for new videos.